I'm not trying to sound freaking rude or racist or anything, but you know how bad a black person smells if they don't take a shower after 2 days?
All right, so today we're talking about one of those internet personalities who somehow treats good decisions like they're optional DLC. Every time you think you've reached the bottom of the story, the floor politely excuses itself and disappears. Meet Leslie Clark. Now, before anyone thinks this is just another look at this cringe live stream situation, buckle up because this rabbit hole isn't a rabbit hole anymore. It's an abandoned mine shaft with questionable structural integrity and a raccoon wearing a construction helmet telling you everything is fine. At first glance, Leslie's content looks pretty standard for the modern internet. Singing videos, live streams, emotional relationship updates, dramatic declarations that would make a daytime soap opera ask everyone to calm down. Pretty ordinary, if you ignore the constant chaos orbiting every stream like it's legally required to be there. One minute, she's passionately explaining why everyone else is the problem. The next minute, she's arguing with family members on live stream like she's filming the world's least successful reality show. Most people try to keep family disputes private. Leslie apparently looked at that concept and said, what if thousands of strangers became emotionally invested instead?
I didn't mean it like that though.
Then why did you say it like that?
I just did.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You just... I'm not taking any more of your abuse, Leslie.
There is no abuse. I was just saying.
Just leave it alone.
Like, I don't know why you're making such a big deal about it.
I don't want you to talk about it.
Like, you're making a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah, I'm making a big deal out of it because I want some respect.
I was getting your respect. I was joking the way I said it.
She lives with her grandmother, who's basically been forced into starring in a series she never auditioned for. Imagine trying to enjoy a quiet afternoon only to hear music blasting through the house while someone is live streaming another emotional crisis to the internet. That's less peaceful retirement and more accidentally living inside a never-ending Twitch clip. And somehow, every disagreement follows the exact same blueprint. Someone politely asks Leslie to stop doing something. Leslie reacts like she's just been informed gravity is a personal attack. Then everyone watching grabs popcorn because they already know where this is going. It's honestly impressive in the same way it's impressive when someone manages to lock themselves out of a house that doesn't even have doors. The weirdest part is that every situation somehow gets worse after she starts explaining herself. Normally, context helps people. Here, context is like pouring gasoline on a microwave fire because you thought it looked thirsty.
Shut that filthy mouth.
Yes, ma'am.
You have got a sewer for a mouth, and I hear it in here with the door closed.
How about
Don't you dare get on that phone and cuss like that again.
stay your ass in the house? God damn.
You know those people who accidentally create awkward moments? Leslie creates awkward ecosystems, entire food chains of secondhand embarrassment. If awkwardness generated electricity, we'd probably solve the global energy crisis by putting one live stream on a projector and plugging extension cords into the atmosphere. And that's just the opening act. Because once you think you've figured out the formula, the story suddenly introduces neighborhood drama, live stream arguments, bizarre online feuds, and enough questionable decision-making to make a GPS recalculate its life choices. Seriously, if poor judgment were an Olympic event, the commentators would run out of vocabulary before the first commercial break. Things eventually escalate beyond household arguments because apparently staying inside and creating chaos wasn't ambitious enough. At one point, the neighborhood itself gets dragged into the storyline. Picture this. It's late at night, people are trying to sleep, dogs have finally stopped barking, and the universe has almost achieved peace. Then suddenly, someone decides the best possible use of the evening is to become the human equivalent of a Bluetooth speaker with no volume limit. Naturally, neighbors aren't thrilled. Eventually, the police show up, not because anyone's starring in an action movie, but because everyone within a 3-block radius has collectively decided they'd like silence to make a comeback. Now here's where most people would respond with something like, "Sorry, officer, won't happen again." Simple, efficient, end of story. Instead, Leslie treats the interaction like she's entered the bonus debate round of a game show nobody asked for. The officer explains why he's there. Leslie explains why everyone else is wrong. The officer explains it again. Leslie somehow becomes even more convinced she's winning the conversation.
I'm not going to take you to jail right now for public intoxication.
It's not public. I'm doing it at home.
Okay. I'm trying to work with you here. Let me talk to you. I'm not going to arrest you right now for disturbing the peace by public intoxication.
How am I disturbing the peace?
Okay, so I got a call from neighbors that said they saw you walking down the street. You're being very, very loud.
I wasn't being loud.
Okay, to them you were. That's all that matters.
That's bullshit.
That's all that matters. You want to go to Donaldsonville and tell the judge?
I wasn't even talking.
You go to Donaldsonville and tell the judge that's what you want to do?
No, I'm just saying I wasn't even talking when I was walking home.
All right, so I'm ready to take you to jail right now. You gonna shut up and listen to me, or you gonna be good? You keep mouthing off to me. I'm gonna take you to Donaldsonville. I got all day long. I got all night. I got 9 more hours. Stay. Go walking down the street anymore. Don't do it. Don't do it anymore.
I don't blame you.
Okay, you understand? Leslie, if I get called back out here before you again, I'm taking you to jail.
For nothing? For absolutely nothing. Don't worry, I'll call it away. Don't worry, I'll be calling it away. Motherfucker. Yo, how is it freaking public intoxication when I'm doing it at home? When y'all see me open the bottle sitting here? And how am I being loud?
It's like watching someone argue with a parking meter. The funniest part isn't even the disagreement itself. It's the complete confidence behind it. There's this unwavering belief that if you repeat your point enough times, reality will eventually shrug and rewrite itself out of politeness. Spoiler alert, reality has terrible customer service. Meanwhile, everyone watching is sitting there with the exact same expression people make when they see someone trying to toast bread with a hairdryer. Technically, something is happening. None of it is helping. And this isn't an isolated incident either. The internet has developed a strange superpower where every live stream feels like opening a mystery box. Sometimes it's completely normal. Sometimes it's someone crying over a relationship from years ago. Sometimes it's an argument with chat. Sometimes it's an argument with family. It's basically emotional roulette. You don't know what number the ball lands on. You just know someone's blood pressure is about to increase. That's part of what keeps audiences glued to the screen. Not because they're rooting for disaster. They're rooting for common sense to make a surprise appearance. Every stream feels like watching a movie where you're convinced the main character is finally about to learn the lesson. Then 5 minutes later, they somehow invent a brand new mistake that wasn't even included in the instruction manual.
Payback's a fucking bitch.
At some point, you stop asking, why would someone do that? Instead, you start asking, how many sequels does this decision have? Because every bad choice immediately unlocks 2 more side quests. One misunderstanding becomes a public argument. One public argument becomes another live stream. That live stream creates another online feud. The feud inspires another emotional speech. And before you know it, you've accidentally memorized the lore of a person you didn't even know existed 45 minutes ago. That's the magic and the curse of internet rabbit holes. You don't fall into them. You trip over one video, blink twice, and suddenly you're mentally constructing a timeline that requires color-coded sticky notes and the investigative skills of someone solving an ancient historical mystery. As the online drama continued to snowball, the conversation gradually shifted away from awkward live stream moments and into much more serious territory. This is where the story stops being internet spectacle and starts requiring a lot more caution. Over the years, various social media users have publicly accused Leslie of engaging in inappropriate conversations with people they claimed were underage. Those allegations have circulated widely across platforms, with clips, screenshots, and reaction videos spreading rapidly online.
Why didn't you ask him?
Man, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I told her how old I was. I said I'm not allowed to talk to anybody above the age of 17, and that's when she had sent the nudes.
Some individuals have also come forward publicly to describe their own experiences, while others have discussed the situation in live streams and community forums. Beyond those allegations, Leslie's online presence has also been the subject of criticism over repeated claims about romantic relationships. Across different live streams and posts, she has publicly made numerous claims involving pregnancies and former partners. Critics have argued that these stories often changed over time or conflicted with previous statements, leading many online observers to question their credibility.
This is to the girl who kissed a boy I love. Hi. I'm the ex, and I know this might sound crazy, but you got him. You got him. But do me a favor.